Yo, what the fuck's up, guys? This is just a backtest session of ICT's Silver Bullet. And normally I'm like against checking out other strategies, especially if the one you have works. But this one really intrigued me. And also being a student of TJR's mastermind and knowing how TJR sort of feels about ICT, I had a prejudice going against this, but honestly the strategy is solid. Like, it, from what I've seen, it's pretty fucking solid. It's a no bias strategy, so I'm very interested in seeing how this sort of plays out, especially in the market lately when we've been moving, like just doing nothing but sideways action. And very intriguing to bank holiday. Very intriguing to see trades being taken in the 1 minute from the, like, scaling down to the 1 minute from the 1 hour price action. Also, I have to admit, I've low-key fallen off recently. We'll test from Boxing Day. Actually, we'll test from Christmas Eve. Also, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, guys. Sorry, let me show you guys the chart. And let's go straight into it. We're going to do the bar replay. Whoops, 9. Ah, wait, no, it's meant to be 9. Right, okay, so bar replay. That's the 9 o'clock candle. So basically, let me really quickly, because I learned this from T Trades, and I really like how he does it and how he explains it. Guys, if you don't know T Trades, excellent education source for trading content. And basically, this is how he explains the strategy. What you do is you find the 1 hour candle from the 9 a.m. New York time. So if you're in Perth, it's UTC -5. And you just mark the highs and the lows. So let's real quick. Oh shit, bro. Sorry, I haven't had the mic near my mouth. Hope you guys. Shit. Fuck. Unprofessional, guys. So sorry. Also, wait, real quick. Appreciate the fucking trim. Just got a fade. Got that burst fade mullet, guys. Let me put you on some fucking game. If you ever want to just be an absolute fucking G, burst fade mullet. Now, yeah, also, if you're in Perth, Zen's Barber. Go to Zen's Barber. Unreal cuts. Right. So you mark the high and the low. Let me just delete this session line. And immediately, we're trading from 10 to 11 a.m. New York time. So you can see the 10 o'clock's about to start. We've got our highs and our lows for the hourly candle. And all we want to see is a sweep of a high or a low, and then an entry to target the opposite. So, bang, we've taken the high. And then, yeah, we want to see, like, displacement down or a break of structure. Okay, we want to sweep these highs again. And then we want to see displacement down. Bang, there it is. We've had displacement down. We just broke market structure here. And now we have high probability order block. Even this breaker. This inverse fair value gap. We just want to see any of these confluences get retested. or maybe a fair value gap will form. Okay, we get a test of the breaker and the order block. And what was this? Breaker block closeout. So we'll stay with this. We put a short position in. Stop loss at the previous highs that we just made. And targeting these lows. We would have got stopped out. Great. Next day. Okay, same deal. Highs, lows. Uh, 10 o'clock comes. And we want to take a high or a low like we just did now before 11. So if we mark out 11. Yeah, okay, so it's way before 11. We got displacement down, breaking structure. We've got this fair value gap. This order block. And I'm not going to do the breaker. Okay, we've got another fair value gap. That sits on the order block, so we will... Okay, we've touched into the fair value gap and the top fair value gap and closed out bearish. Same deal, stops at the highs, target the hourly low, stopped out. Interesting. So we're 2 for 2 in losses. Okay. 9 o'clock candle comes. We take this low. And it looks like we just take this low. We want to see displacement up. We take this low. And there's displacement, but sort of want to close above here. This is only 10:30. Don't really like this price action, this sideways movement. But we have had a major displacement up here. And testing this fair value gap. Stops at the lows. Targeting that hourly high. And stopped out. Sweet. 3 for 3 in losses. Okay. And leisure. Right, we had equal lows. Took those lows. Displaced a bit. Is this a... No. So we haven't had a market structure shift yet. I would want to close above this high. Alright, we've closed above this high. And now we have this order block, which we test. And we want to close out bullish, obviously. That's been invalidated. We've touched into this order block, closed out bullish at only 10.21. Stops at the lows, targeting these highs. And we ideally want to move our stops to break even. At a, sorry, we have 0, 1, and 3. So at a 3 to 1 is where we want to move our stops to break even. Okay, so we would have moved our stops to break even here. And TP taken. So I think we're 3 losses, 1 win. This risk to reward was a 2.42, so we're still negative on the 4 days we've checked. Let's quickly go ahead into the next session. Mark out high and low of the hourly body candle, not body, just candle, and just see where this takes us. So we've taken the bottom, taken the low, and as we've said before, we want to market structure shift. We've just taken these lows, and we want displacement, and that's it. We got a break of structure right here, which we can mark this as a breaker, this as an order, and this is a fair value gap. We've touched into the breaker and almost the order block. We've closed out bullish. We'd enter here, stops at the lows, targeting the highs. This is a 2 to 1. See how it plays out. Sorry, forgot to. So that's a 3. Oh, it can't be a 3 to 1 because this is a 2 to 1. Hang on, how's this work? Sorry, let me just. That's 50. So from here to here should be 150. But it's not, it's 100. So that's a 2 to 1 where. What if I did a 4? Is that a 3 to 1? It is. Okay. Sorry, I had the wrong thing marked out. So that's where we'd move stops to break even, but obviously we can't even reach that before TP1, so we're just going to let shit run. And we would have got stopped out. So 4 losses, 1 win. Let's go back 1. Okay. Delete the session. High, low. 1 minute. Okay, we take the high. Body closing below the high, which is always a good sign. Now we want to see displacement and a major not major, a market structure shift or break of structure. But we're getting just sideways movement. There's our displacement. Closing here. And now we have, this is the order block. And so I think this would be the breaker. We have an inverse. We touch into the breaker and the inverse. Now we just need to close out bearish, which we do. Short position. Stops at the highs. Targeting the lows. And we end up smashing TP. So what is that? 2 out of 6? Or 2 out of 2 wins, 5 losses, or 2 wins, 4 losses? If we're gonna implement a strategy, we're gonna need some consistency. Okay, we've taken these. Didn't body close over. Gonna need a market structure shift with displacement. There's a market structure shift and displacement. Now, what do we have? We've got this low probability order block. We have high probability breaker. I'm not sure about marking the wicks on this one, but that's okay. We've got our fair value gap. Another fair value gap. We did test this tiny fair value gap, but the risk to reward just wouldn't be worth it. Another fair value gap here. But as I said before, I kind of want one of these confluences being hit, preferably up in the top. Here we have this fair value gap. Whether we close out bearish or not, yes we do. We did get an entry before 11. And let's just check the risk reward on this. 1.6. Probably wouldn't take this. Yeah. Yeah, no. Just got stopped out. Titty ass hands in the air, so party over here. It's 6th of January. There is days where we don't take highs or lows, and we just don't trade those. If this is, like, if we are using this strategy, we took these highs. Another low time frame liquidity sweep. Another low time frame liquidity sweep. Not liking this price action. We take these highs again. We get some displacement, but we want a market structure shift before entering the market. Still not getting it. Just these long ass wicks. And I'm, yeah, really just not looking to enter in these conditions. We do take this. Still not 11 o'clock yet. Yeah, this is just nothing but sideways price action. It is now past 11. Just wouldn't have traded this. We did end up moving a lot lower. Nothing but a word. We take this low with major displacement, so we just want to be careful in this one. Little stop right here. And again. And again. Major displacement up. We haven't had a break of structure. Another low time frame stop raid. Alright, we've had our break of structure, closing above this swing high. And now we would just be looking for this breaker, this fair value gap, and maybe this order. Fair value gap formed here. We've retested. We test these breakers and orders. Inverse that fair value gap, which is not a great sign. Inverse the entire breaker and order block. Just wouldn't have traded. No entry. And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. Goodbye to the end of beginning. There's our displacement and market structure shift. Although our breaker is here, and that's our order block. Fair value gap formed. We feel the breaker and the fair value gap, but it is 11 o'clock, so there is no entry. When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. And that's it. So pretty inconsistent. Just real quick, gonna check this on the DAX. 3:30, isn't it? I love you. I'm leaving so long. Hey, little one. I'm so scared of what this could have been. I know. Alright. This is at 4? 4 o'clock is when it starts. Okay, 4 o'clock. We come up, we take this high. And we have market structure shift with displacement, fill this fair value gap, closed out bearish. Enter here, stops there. Target these lows. It's a 2-to-1. Stopped out. Scared of what this could have been. I know. Ooh. Fuck, there's just nothing but bullish. What the fuck? Take the high.
Camera can't see me, yeah?
Displacement down. Nah. Unless you want them to. Got these fair value gaps here. But we don't want to enter before 5. I mean, after 5. Gotta keep an eye out for that. Got this fair value gap filled. And this fair value gap. We get an entry 2 minutes before we're meant to stop looking. So 1.7 probably wouldn't take this. Stopped out. About anything at all.
I'm gonna put these in the drawer later. Just don't throw anything on top.
Yeah, easy, bro. We need more drawer space or something.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wait. Sorry. Okay, we take these highs. I think I might be doing this wrong for London session. Another stop raid. Crazy moves up. And it's already 5. Oh no. I lose control. Yeah, I think I'm moving. It starts at 4, doesn't it? So maybe I'm doing the wrong candle. Maybe it's this candle I have to do it from. We'll mark these just in case so we can still see what's happened. Because we did take this here. We did. We took it. We broke structure completely. We tap back into this breaker. Yes. Close out bullish. $1.7. We'll leave this for now, but we want to see what this other session does. So, okay, so that hits TP. This fair value gap closes bearish after major displacement. We just want to see what the right time zone is. Shit.
Man, we fucking trading shit, nigga. Hell yeah.
Ohms, bro.
What's the word? What's the word, Jay? What's the word? What's the word of the day, Jay? Fair value gap or what is it?
Ugly ass price action. Ugly ass price action is.
Yesterday.
I'm just backtesting a strategy. Would have got stopped out there. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm gonna go jump on a fucking jet ski.